Now, for this particular question, we are asked what is not an example of Newton's third law of motion. So let's just recap what is Newton's third law. Okay, Newton's third law says that if object A exerts a force on object B, then object B will exert a force of equal magnitude and opposite direction back on A. So one thing that we have to note is that, remember, object A exerts on object B, okay, and then B exerts back on object A. Okay, so in a nutshell, we can tell very simply that a pair of forces are action-reaction, okay, if the order is switched. So we have object A on B, and we have object B on A. So when we have a pair of forces which can be reversed like this, alright, so we know that immediately these two forces are going to be action-reaction pairs. So let's take a look at each of our options. Now we have the force backwards by car on ground and by ground on car. Okay, so A is an action-reaction pair, so A is not our answer. So for B, we have propeller on water and water on propeller. So B is also not our answer. Now, what about C? We have air molecules on car and car on air molecules. Okay, so again, we have an action-reaction pair. Okay, we have a reverse order sort of situation. So C is also not our answer, and by elimination, our answer immediately is D. So if we take a look at D, alright, we have the weight of a car acting downwards. Okay, and where does weight come from? Weight is the force of gravity by Earth on car. Okay, and on the other hand, we have a normal contact force. Okay, and where does the normal contact force come from? Normal contact force comes from the ground on car. So you can see immediately that the parties that are involved, okay, Earth on car and ground on car, okay, immediately there are different parties which are involved. Okay, and also another thing that is important about free body diagrams is that the third law, okay, Newton's third law, action-reaction pair, cannot act on the same free body diagram. Okay, cannot act on same free body diagram. So another area in which this answer is incorrect is that you see both of these forces are acting on the car. Okay, so immediately the weight of the car and the normal contact force on the car, okay, are not an action-reaction pair. Okay, so answer is D.